Unamhlathe awahambe wena.
Don't be angry Mkhulu umtshene ukuthi uba obefanda obekhokhela iaccommodation
obeni fanda
let's follow the money imali siyayithanda imali ayifihleki mntu omnyama asikwazi ukufihla imali
lalela igaba lomuntu omnyama ngathi uqala ukulizwa uyalabuse.
Who is funding Ngizwe Mchunu? And why is he refusing to answer the question? Instead of answering the question, he's diverting and getting angry. What is happening here? Who do you guys think is funding Ngizwe Mchunu and bankrolling him? Go to your comment section, guys, and give me what you have in mind. In politics and grassroots activism, there is one golden rule. Follow the money. When a prominent public figure leads massive street mobilizations, captures national headlines, and then suddenly performs a 180-degree U-turn overnight, everyday South Africans have a right to ask, who is paying for this? What is the exact, so that is the exact question swirling around former radio personality and activist Ngizwe Mchunu. After month of co-leading the March and March movement and mobilizing supporters across the country, Mchunu abruptly announced his withdrawal, demanding that protests stop immediately, claiming that you can't march every day, otherwise we'll collapse the economy. That's what Ngizwe Mchunu said. Since then, explosive allegations of massive payoffs have surfaced, alongside accusations that he was co-opted to neutralize the movement. Yet whenever he's pressed directly about his sudden shift and financial backing, Mchunu dodges the question. Why is Ngizwe Mchunu refusing to give a straight answer about who is funding his lifestyle, his security detail, and his political moves? Welcome back to Hard Truths SA. If you want unfiltered political commentary that demands accountability, hit that subscribe button and let us break down the money trail, the 10 million allegations and the sudden U-turn. Let us establish the timeline. For months, Ngizwe Mchunu stood side by side with March and March leaders like Jacinta Ngobese Zuma. But right after a high-stake engagement involving the presidency, Mchunu completely flipped the script. He declared that South Africans cannot march forever and warned that continued protests will damage the national economy. We know who does that language belong to. Almost immediately, former allies and movement insiders fired back. Unverified reports and claims emerged from inside activist circles alleging that a figure as high as 10 million was paid as part of a strategy to divide and neutralize the movement. Mchunu countered by claiming that March and March was the entity receiving funding from unnamed local political party and international funders. But when Jacinta Ngobese publicly challenged him to produce actual bank statements and proof, Mchunu went silent on the evidence. Instead of showing receipts, he deflected. Deflection and the three wives response. When journalists and the public ask a simple question, how are you funding your entourage, your security team, and your daily operations? What answer does Ngizwe Mchunu give? When directly interviewed about his sources of income and the private security details surrounding him, Mchunu dismissed the bribery claims, saying he lives a simple life. He claimed his 3 wives run businesses that support him, and that close brothers in the security industry provide him with armed protection for free out of goodwill. Do you believe that? Let us be real for a moment. Heavy private security convoys, high-profile travels, and full-time political mobilization cost serious money. Expecting the public to believe that a major political actor operating at a national level is funded purely by goodwill and domestic upkeep is an insult to the intelligence of South Africans. When public figures relies on personal deflections rather than financial transparency, it raises more red flags than it lowers. Co-option and the meeting at the presidency. Why does this funding question matter so much? Because in South African politics, money is the ultimate tool for narrative control. Establishment political forces know that directly suppressing popular movements often backfires. The easier, cleaner strategy has always been co-option. Find the vocal leader or vocal leaders, offer them access, influence, or financial backing, and have them dismantle the movement from the inside. By meeting with state officials and immediately preaching economic restraint, Mchunu went from a radical street orator to a champion of state stability overnight. Whether money officially changed hands or political promises were made, the result remains the same. The public was left feeling betrayed, and the grassroots movement was fractured. Why transparency matters for South Africa? South Africans are tired of being used as pawns in the elite political games. Everyday citizens join marches, risk police confrontation, and sacrifice their time because they genuinely want solutions to high crime, unemployment, and state failure. But when leaders use community anger as leverage to get to the bargaining table and then sell out the cause the moment they get access, it destroys public trust. If Ngizwe Mchunu has nothing to hide, he should step forward, answer the funding questions directly, and present clear evidence. Until then, the public has every right to treat his political pivot with deep skepticism and suspicion. In conclusion, what do you think about Ngizwe Mchunu's sudden change of heart and his answers regarding his funding? Do you buy his explanation, or do you think there's more going on behind closed doors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let us have an honest, fact-based discussion. If you value independent, fearless South African commentary, hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to Hard Truth SA. Until next time, stay analytical, demand transparency, and keep building. My name is Kosana. Peace.